The first sign that something was wrong didn't come from the house. It came from a dumpster. Just after dawn, a man digging through trash in Encino noticed a black plastic bag near the top. It was heavier than expected, oddly shaped, and already buzzing with flies. When he pulled it open, he saw skin, pale, drained of blood. What lay inside was a human torso, wrapped in plastic, partially clothed. Police arrived within minutes and sealed off the area. What they didn't know yet was that the dumpster sat only blocks from a small office used by a filmmaker named Samuel Haskell IV. Hours earlier, on the other side of the hill in Tarzana, neighbours on Coldstream Terrace were waking up to a smell. At first, it was dismissed as roadkill or spoiled trash. Los Angeles had plenty of both. The house it seemed to drift from belonged to the Haskell family. Samuel, his wife May Lee, their 3 children, and May's mother and stepfather who lived with them. By that morning, all 3 adults besides Samuel were already gone. The day before, police had briefly visited the same address after a report of suspicious bags outside the home. Nothing was found, no bags, no disturbance, no reason to force entry. Officers left.
Yes, possible DD 4115 Coldstream Terrace, 4115 Coldstream Terrace. Monitor comments. PR standing by in front of Topanga.
Behind closed doors, the situation was very different. On November 7th, Samuel Haskell contacted day labourers and asked them to come to his home. Inside the garage, he pointed out 3 large, heavy garbage bags and offered them $500 to haul them away. He said the bags were filled with rocks. When the men lifted them, they immediately knew that wasn't true. The contents were soft, uneven, wrong. Haskell changed his story. Halloween decorations, he said. The workers loaded the bags anyway, but after driving only a short distance, suspicion took over. They pulled over, opened one bag, and saw human body parts, not props, not decorations. They turned around. Back at the house, they returned the bags, gave the money back, and left. Shaken, they went to police stations to report what they'd seen. At first, they weren't taken seriously. Eventually, one station listened. By the time officers returned to Coldstream Terrace, Samuel Haskell and the bags were gone. The next morning, the torso was found in Encino. Surveillance footage later showed a man struggling to lift a heavy bag into the dumpster. The vehicle matched Haskell's white Tesla. The footage was time-stamped less than an hour after the labourers returned the bags to him. The torso was identified as May Lee.
Yeah, gruesome to say the least. Alex, let me just tell you that right now we don't have 100% confirmation from LAPD that this scene on the 4100 block of Coldstream Terrace in Tarzana is related to the scene in Encino, but it surely appears that way, although I just got done with a neighbor who says that he hopes that is not the case at all. From Skyfox, a pop-up tent covers the remains of a woman wrapped in plastic. Detectives say they found only the torso, clad in a bra, and what was left of her pants after her legs were cut off.
Inside the Tarzana home, investigators later found blood and additional human remains. 2 of the original 3 garbage bags were never recovered. May's mother, Yang Jiang Wang, and her stepfather, Gashan Li, were missing and remained so. As police pieced together the timeline, another detail surfaced. May's uncle, unable to reach her or her parents, checked her WeChat account. It had been wiped completely. 10 years of photos, messages, and contacts erased, as if someone had tried to remove her existence overnight. Neighbours reported seeing May for the last time on November 6th. She appeared upset as she got into her car. The next day, the smell began. Samuel Haskell was arrested later that week while walking in a mall. He was charged with 3 counts of murder and held without bail.
The son of a veteran Hollywood exec whose wife and in-laws are missing is now under arrest after a grim discovery.
Samuel Haskell is behind bars as the search intensifies for his wife and in-laws. This morning, new developments in a murder mystery rocking Los Angeles involving a former prominent Hollywood agent's son. Law enforcement officials say they're currently looking for Haskell's wife, May Lee, and her parents, who live with them and their 3 young children. And while it's unclear how long Haskell's wife and her parents have been missing, police say they responded to a call to the family home last Tuesday after reports of possible human remains in a plastic bag.
When the officers responded, nothing was located. There was no evidence that allowed the officers to make entry into the home. The bags that were described were no longer outside.
The following morning, police responding to another call.
Prosecutors cited the brutality of the crime and the risk of flight. Haskell came from money and connections, the son of a powerful Hollywood executive. His own career in filmmaking and social media was brief and uneven, marked more by access than success. Those details quickly faded as the investigation exposed a darker history: past arrests for assault, reports of violent behaviour, and a household described by neighbours as unsettling, filled with bladed weapons May reportedly hated. Friends later told investigators that May had wanted a divorce for years. She paid for the home, supported the family financially, and feared losing custody of her children if she left. She had told people she felt trapped. Her children were placed into protective custody. The remains of her parents were never found. In July 2025, just days before a preliminary hearing where evidence would be formally presented, Samuel Bond Haskell IV was found dead in his jail cell. Authorities ruled his death a suicide. The case never went to trial. 3 people vanished from a quiet suburban home. 1 body was found by chance. 2 were never recovered, and the man accused of killing them took the answers with him.
Burnt out look, like I woke up feeling like a piece of burnt toast. Like I don't wear like clothes from the latest designers. Like I'm kind of doing like a Claire Danes Homeland situation where I just like wear the same outfit every day. Like my resume says unhappy, bitter, resentful, and like really good at ordering off the menu. Like imagine me showing up at work and then here's the plot twist. I'm totally fucking superficial. Ask if I want a glass of wine? Like, ew, what? To the left, like no, but also like kind of down. Yo, real quick, what's good? Like, I went to a tech conference real quick, you guys, by mistake. And the number one thing they talked about was consistency, like be consistent. Now I'm consistently never gonna stop drinking.